भारतीय छात्र संसद फाउंडेशन, एमआईटी स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट और एमआईटी विश्व शांति विश्वविद्यालय की संयुक्त पहल भारतीय छात्र संसद 12 संस्करण पूरे कर चुकी है। राजनीति में आने से पहले युवाओं को प्रशिक्षित से प्रेरित करने के उद्देश्य से आयोजित इस लोकतंत्र के त्योहार में पूरे देश से आए 12,000 से अधिक छात्र सहभागी हुए। विविध क्षेत्रों के जाने माने हस्तियों ने इस अवसर पर युवाओं का मार्गदर्शन किया। भारतीय छात्र संसद के सेशन में सीईओ एंड को-फाउंडर ऑफ कू ऐप श्री अपरामेय राधाकृष्णा जी ने सोशल मीडिया के अनेक पहलुओं के बारे में अपने विचार साझा करते हुए कहा,
I want to talk about social media, right? I run a platform called Koo. Koo is made as an inclusive social media platform for India. And the evolution of social media has been very fast, very kind of strange, right? Like, I remember going to cyber cafes and logging into Yahoo Chat and ICQ and, things like that, just to be able to connect and talk with strangers, right? There was something about going and talking to somebody across the world that was extremely attractive, right? You didn't have to physically be around somebody. And that kind of evolved into Orkut. Orkut evolved into Facebook. And Facebook was, one of the first social media that came and became famous by just doing one simple thing, which was connecting people you knew in your offline world, your family, friends, in the online world. And there was a rush of people to go and, your friend might be just next to you, but you want to connect with him on Facebook so that you can talk to them anytime and you can update them about your life anytime. That little thing, that emotion is what is making social media grow so fast. In a world of Facebook came Instagram, right? Facebook already allowed you to upload pictures, but Instagram allowed you to upload pictures with a filter. And just by putting a filter, it became a huge network by itself. In a world of Instagram, there came Snapchat, right? And Snapchat basically said, you upload pictures and I'll make it disappear. So every network that you see, there are small little tweaks that have made a whole new network successful. And when you observe all the most used social networks in India, whether it's Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram Reels, all of these, it's not by chance that all these social networks belong or are headquartered in one country, which is the United States of America, right? America is the only country in the world which has social media which is used by every other country across the world. There is no other country apart from maybe China with TikTok, right? There are more countries with nuclear power and space power than there are countries with social media power. And social media power is more powerful because you start, as in you have the capability, which might or might not be used by certain social media players to manipulate what is being thought and not thought, right? So coming to the topic of discussion, is there noise on social media? Absolutely there is, right? And the main reason for noise being there on social media, at least the Indian social media context, I think the first main reason is it's because most of the popular ones are owned by a foreign country and not India itself. And these companies are either business driven or they are agenda driven. One of the two has to be happening, and hence they will never be true to the voice of India or what you want to express. Whether it's your lifestyle on Instagram, whether it's your thoughts and opinions on Twitter, whether it's your life updates on Facebook, are you allowed to be yourself without the external influence of anything else? Is always going to be a question unless we ourselves build our own social media and make sure that, you know, this sentiment of wanting one's own social media is not just in India, but it's also across the world. So Indonesia came up with its IT guidelines recently. Singapore came up with its IT guidelines. Nigeria did. Bangladesh has its own IT guidelines. Every single country, Europe has GDPR guidelines. Every single country across the world is feeling the need for their own social media. But unfortunately, none of the other countries have the capability of developing their own social media. But we have, right? One example is ourselves, which is Ku, which enables thoughts and opinions of India beyond English with all languages, right? So, as far as the future goes, I think the future of social media would be a number of self-reliant countries in the digital world, which means there would be a social media for every country, and then there will be a social media which is a globally connecting social media. So existing social media will remain, they will globally connect, but each country will require its own social media as well to connect deeper, to be more inclusive, to be inclusive in terms of language, to be inclusive in terms of culture, to be inclusive in terms of the country's own definition of, you know, freedom of speech, for example, right? And a successful social media platform is one that will be transparent, right? Transparency, examples of transparency are no social media in the world actually says why you get a verified tick or not, right? Saying that out in black and white so that people know why they're getting verified or not verified. There is a huge issue of bots on social media, and that is not a issue that the platform doesn't know of. Like, we are extremely confident of not having bots on the platform on Ku because most of them sign up with their phone numbers. It is OTP verified. Next, on top of that, we've also enabled Aadhaar verification, which is today voluntary. If you want to show the rest of the network that you are actually a real person talking and you want more weightage to your voice to be given on the platform, you can actually self-verify yourself with your Aadhaar number. It's a voluntary thing. So, driving transparency is extremely important. Being neutral is the next thing. So, as a platform itself, the platform is there to enable the voices of a particular country. And if they start influencing what is right and wrong, that is a problem, because users, whether it's eminent users or normal users, they all start losing trust on the platform if the platform itself is not neutral. So first one is transparency, second is neutrality, third is consistency, right? Behave the same for everybody. And have your rules so transparent and your actions so transparent that you will be able to be consistent going forward. And lastly, for countries like India and other countries which have a large non-English speaking population, I think it's very important to have inclusive social media. Everybody should have freedom of expression on the internet. And it's not only limited to, you know, English-speaking audience of India to, you know, talk about daily issues that are being spoken about on the news and media. It is everybody's responsibility to be able to, everybody's right to be able to come and express themselves irrespective of language, not being hindered or judged because they're talking in some other language. So all of this is what I think will drive a future of social media which will, one, follow the law of land, and second, reduce the amount of noise and become more genuine in its approach.